Everyone can agree that combating waste and inefficiency in government is a very good thing. But if you add that up, it's not going to get to 2 trillion over the lifetime of DOGE.
I'm sorry.
This is Elon Musk yesterday going after a reporter who was going after DOGE and everything else using the NPC line that I love.
You've talked about $4 billion a day being saved, but that won't get, which is, and I think everyone can agree that combating waste and inefficiency in government is a very good thing. But if you add that up, it's not going to get to 2 trillion over the lifetime of DOGE.
I'm sorry.
The $4 billion a day, if DOGE is going to run till next July, is not going to get you to $2 trillion. But you still say it's your aim, so we'll take that as read.
There's what DOGE. I mean, I feel you're somewhat trapped in the NPC dialogue tree of a traditional journalist. So it's difficult when I'm conversing with someone who's trapped in the dialogue tree of a conventional journalist, because it's like talking to a computer. DOGE is an advisory group. We are doing the best we can as an advisory group. The progress made thus far as an advisory group is excellent. I don't think any advisory group has done better in the history of advisory groups of the government. We do not make the laws, nor do we control the judiciary, nor do we control the executive branch. We are simply advisors. In that context, we are doing very well. Beyond that, we cannot take action beyond that, because we are not some sort of imperial dictator of the government. There are three branches of government that are to some degree opposed to that level of cost savings. But nonetheless, let's not criticize whether there's 4 trillion, and instead look at the fact that 160 billion has been saved, and more will be saved too.
There's something so great that he did right there. So basically, she doesn't deny that they're saving 4 billion a day. What she's saying is, oh, but that's not going to get us to the 2 trillion. So in essence, it's like, why even try? And that's just so ridiculous, right? Like, what would be like the Jordan Peterson version of that? You aim at something. It doesn't mean you're going to get the exact thing. It doesn't mean we're going to get it 2 trillion on the nose, but oh my God, we saved 1 trillion? I don't know, that would be pretty good. That's number one. But so what he's talking about there, so NPC, you guys know the phrase, it's non-playable character. This is when you're in a video game and you're a real person, and you might meet someone, if you're playing an online multiplayer game, you might meet someone else who's a real person on the other side of the screen, but the NPCs are the programmed players, and they have a dialogue tree. So they can, it's if and this, they can only do certain things. So it's like you go to the store to buy a weapon, if you're playing in, like a medieval game and you want to buy like chainmail or, the ball with the spike on it or an axe. The guy who works at the store, he's an NPC, he's a non-playable character. He can only get you that or tell you don't have enough money for it or something like that. He can't go out to dinner with you, right? Like they're only programmed to do certain things. So the dialogue tree that he's talking about there is that they are just programmed to do certain things. The tree will give them so many, they have a layer of answers here, and if you answer one way, then they have a different tree here, the branches here and here, but they can only do so much. And that's what these people do all the time.